So, Dan Parr, NFL mock draft expert. Sorry, my bad. Original content editor, draft strategy guy. There you go. Posted on NFL.com and had a interesting mock draft idea. And something I haven't seen much, if I'm being honest, when it comes to most mock drafts. He has us trading up in the NFL draft coming up. So instead of us just sticking and picking at 18 or potentially trading down, I've seen some rumors of that, he has us sticking in or trading up in this upcoming mock draft. So let's see where he has us going and how everything is going to fall to us. So he has number 1 overall pick is Caleb Williams. Number 2 is Drake May. Number 3 is Marvin Harrison Jr. See, this is a very interesting pick. The reason why I say this is because if he's available and you're the Patriots there, there is no doubt they're thinking / questioning the idea of should we take him or not? Because you have two options, right? You take a franchise quarterback, potentially a franchise quarterback for your future, who the first 2 quarterbacks are already off the board. So you take a potential franchise quarterback that you don't know 100% if he's going to be that guy or not, or you take a guaranteed wide receiver 1. A guaranteed franchise changer, elite wide receiver 1. That's your 2 options. Elite wide receiver 1 or a potential franchise quarterback that you don't know is going to work out or not. And instead, you could have just signed Kirk Cousins in free agency and take Marvin Harrison Jr. and get yourself a decently great quarterback and a star receiver. That would be interesting to see who they take there. Number 4 is Jaden Daniels, and this is a potential trade. So his first trade he has here is going to be the Falcons trade up to get Jaden Daniels. And obviously this all goes down to the fact of if the Patriots do not take a franchise quarterback, they trade up with the Cardinals. To be honest, it makes perfect sense because the Cardinals right now, their best option is probably going with Marvin Harrison Jr. And if Marvin Harrison falls to them, they're going to take Marvin Harrison. So if Marvin Harrison's not on the board anymore, well, you're the Cardinals. You're not taking a quarterback. Now you got to start thinking about who you want to take. Falcons come up, give you the bag. You give them the pick, right? Number 5 is Joe Alt. Okay, interesting. Number 6 is Malik Neighbors. Number 7 is the Penn State tackle. Number 8 is Rome Odunze. Number 9 is Dallas Turner. 10 is JJ McCarthy. 11 is Jared Verse. And then we have our trade up. So, if I'm being honest right now, right, there's only one player you're trading up to get if you're the Bengals. It's not even a question. So, we're trading from 18 to 12. It's Brock Bowers. There's no way anybody else you're trading up to get. Because you're not trading up to get a tackle. If anything, you would stick it and pick it at 18, whatever tackle you like the best on the board. You're not trading up to get a corner. You're not trading up to get a pass rusher. You're not trading up to get a defensive lineman. You're trading up to get Brock Bowers, who is a generational tight end who can give you pretty much everything you need on your offense to propel your offense further down the line. And that's exactly what he has us trading up to get. He says, I know it never happens, but the Bengals haven't traded up in the first round since 1995. And when they took Carter first overall. Well, it's time to put that streak to an end. The value of the top 5 talent at number 12 is too great for Cincinnati to resist. And the team doesn't have a tight end under contract for 2024 as of writing this. See, this is what I don't like when reporters say this, because it's very clear, if you know anything about the Bengals, we're going to bring back Tanner Hudson, okay? We know that for a fact. We know we're going to bring back Drew Sample. And so yes, technically speaking, if you want to be technical, okay, I don't know why I can't say words right there. We don't have a tight end on the roster, correct, but we're going to bring those 2 guys back. That's guaranteed. And then obviously, yes, Brock Bowers would be our 3rd tight end. I wish he would say what we gave up to get this, Because first off, I do not believe we would trade up. I 1000% believe we would not trade up, even if Brock Bowers is on the board. This is just not how we work. And I know he says right here the streak got to be ended. Well, guess what? That's just not how Mike Brown works. And I know he has, like, Mike Brown doesn't have any control of this anymore. But is that culture we have in Cincinnati, this is not how we work. We don't change up. We don't completely change. We have our system. We have our checks and balances. We have what we do. And trading up is not the case. We don't trade up. So, it's not in the first round. We've traded up in other rounds, but not the first round. I don't think it's going to happen. But it would be interesting. And at the same time, then I would want to know what we gave up. Because we went up 6 picks. Right? So, this would be an expensive trade up. And now it comes down to, okay, you got Brock Bowers, but you gave up how much did you give to trade up? Did you lose your second round pick? Did you lose your third round pick? Did you lose a first round next year? Like, what did you trade up to get this? And that's another thing about the Bengals is when they trade, they value their picks. They value their players, and they value their picks. The reason why we couldn't trade Jonah Williams last year was because we wanted the first round pick for him. And when anyone else said, no, he's not worth that, we'll give you a third or fourth, they said, stick it up your rear end. We're not taking that. And that's just, the Bengals do not give in. They are very strict with, we value this and this, we want that. That's exactly what we want. We're not going to take anything less. My way or the highway kind of mentality. But anyway, so I don't expect them to do this. But it would be an interesting trade-up scenario. 13, Fuga. 14, J.C. Latham. 15, Arnold. Troy. See, the thing is now, because we traded up 6 picks, the mentality of like, whoa, now maybe you trade back into the first round if one of these guys slip to you. But then you don't do that because there's no real reason to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's like no actual point to do that because you don't have the picks now. You don't have the capital to do it. This is why trading up is so dangerous because if you trade up, you better be getting someone you know is going to be a superstar best player in your offense. And the fact that we need a right tackle, that's going to be an issue. But, so you can't even trade back up if you wanted to. If you wanted to trade back in the first round and try to get somebody. So Denver went ahead and traded down with us so they could get Bo Nix. Okay. Interesting. So they trade down and they actually get the quarterback they want. At least Brandon Pernin's happy. Tyler Guyton goes to the Steelers. And who else we got here? Mims goes at 27. Yeah, I will be honest, though, because, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't even trade back in anyway. Mims is a project. Guyton's gone. That's your other guy that Duke Tobin loves. Yeah, there's no, like, reason to even trade back in. And again, I would wonder what we would give up to get that 6 picks. Because that has to be a lot. That has to be not as much of like a bag, like a first or top 5 picks. But you're still trading up 6 picks in a very, very juicy quarterback-led draft. That's not easy to do. But tell me down below your thoughts, opinions, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.